This is Fred Barstein, 401k TV here at the University of Chicago's campus downtown at the Gleacher Center. And I'm here with Christine, who just attended our program. Welcome, Christine. Okay, if we ask you a few questions today.
Sure.
Before we do, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do in your company?
My name is Christine, and we have 250 employees, and my role at the company is corporate controller.
Controller. Great. So today you talked about, first of all, everybody talked about the importance of employee communication, educating them and everything, but you had some frustrations with that, with your vendors and stuff. So why don't you explain what your frustrations were?
I think my frustrations are more so you have this kind of three-part system where you have the vendor and the third-party administrator, and then you have your advisor, and just understanding the roles of all of them and who's supposed to be helping you with what and what they're supposed to be educating you on and your participants on.
Right.
And really kind of what my role is in that and how I need to orchestrate all that.
Yeah, right. So there's so many different players. What roles do they play? And it becomes especially important with education. So if you could map out what would be ideal for you, what would you want? What would help you most?
Well, I think that our employees or our participants would really, want to know kind of this three-part system. They see these names, they see the third-party administrator name, but then they also see the name Vanguard, which they know from, it's a big company, and that's our vendor. But I think they'd like to understand the roles that these companies are playing, or where do they need to get education from, and who's going to give them the education they need.
So clearly spelled out somewhere on the website what their roles are and who they should go to for different problems.
Yeah, I think so.
That would be it sounds pretty simple. I'm not sure why we don't do that.
Yeah, it seems pretty simple.
Yeah, on that. So cool. So that would be, that would help you to do that. And I mean, where do you think you should get your education? What would be best for you? Who should be doing that?
I honestly have no idea.
I'm
fairly new to this whole process,
right.
And so I'm trying to feel out who best to educate. I mean, I'm assuming it needs to be somebody who's impartial.
Right. Maybe a fiduciary.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that would be a good start. Right?
Yeah, right.
Somebody who's not selling the funds, right? Those are two pretty good things.
Yeah.
So final question, TPSU, what did you think of the day and a couple of things you learned? I
definitely learned a lot about my roles as a fiduciary and what my responsibilities are and what my responsibilities are to the participants and to the company. And then I also learned a lot about HSAs. It came up in topic, and we talked about it a lot, and as a way to increase employee participation in that as well. So,
that's a lot.
Yeah, I think so.
That's good. It's enough for one day, right?
It was enough. It's good though.
Very good. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching 401k TV.